Multi-corner fines don't necessarily disadvantage PH. Actually, in many places, it is an advantage. The problem is if PH is not able to appeal to the fence-sitters, because multi-corner fines will allow more options for fence-sitters, and the more options, therefore the fence-sitters will go to the party with most constructive idea, with more coherent policies. And that's where, if we are able to do this in the next 2 or 3 months, then chances are we will be able to attract most fence-sitters. So even if it's a 4 corner, because I think that's what it's going to be, most probably it's 4 corner, because Pejuang is going to set up their own gagasan, another one, kan? So you will have BN, PH, PN and gagasan. I think in the core traditional areas, which are urban, semi-urban, multi-racial seats, we still have the upper hand. And in Semenanjung, 110, more or less, 110 of the parliamentary seats out of 165 in Semenanjung are such seats. So by right, in multi-corner fines, PKR and PH have an advantage in the majority of the seats. So I will not fear multi-corner fines. I'm more concerned that we are able to maximize our campaign in the next 3-4 months.
Okay. Sorry sir, when you said I will not fear multi-corner fines, is it PKR won't fear multi-corner fines or PH won't fear multi-corner fines?
I can't speak on behalf of PH. It's just that it's just this. The most sensitive party to multi-corner fines is actually PKR and to a certain extent PH. DAP is not, because DAP stands in mostly Chinese and non-Malay majority seats, and there is not enough alternative party from either BN or PN that will be able to challenge DAP in their seat. So, you know, I mean, DAP is almost inconsequential when it comes to multi-corner fines, except for about 10 seats. Of all the seats that they contested, you know, from the existing ones, macam Bentong, then they are quite sensitive lah. Maybe Keluang, but even then Keluang was never a problem to them. I can't think of many. Bangi is sensitive to multi-corner fines for DAP, but whereas PKR is pure hardcore multiracial seats. So kalau multi-corner fines, the permutation of how each voter segment will vote will have huge implication, even by 2 or 3%. So if, for example, a new party takes away 3% of what traditionally PH supporters, so in the AP seats it doesn't make any difference, but in PKR seats it makes a difference. So although you ask me whether PKR or PH fear or don't fear multi-corner fines, that question usually is exclusively almost substantially only affecting PKR, not so much DAP. Of course, to a certain extent, Amanah as well, because Amanah also stands in multiracial seats like PKR. So Amanah will also be affected to a certain extent.
Okay.